Hi, and welcome to episode 5 of the Love Hate Social Media podcast. I'm Claire Marshall from the Marketing Geeks, and today's question is, what type of content should I be sharing? So, let's answer that now. Okay, so content is probably one of the biggest topics and one of the biggest bugbears for anybody on social media, because constantly bringing out new content is difficult. So if you've been in the position of going, I don't know what to do, or I don't know what to post, then you are absolutely not alone. There are so many people in the same position of you, absolutely tearing their hair out. So, well, the best thing to do, from my point of view, is to actually just look at what is relevant in your industry. Now, if you're just looking for content that you want to put out right now, then share other people's stuff. So they are actually doing the hard work in writing the posts, in making the videos, in creating the podcasts, in putting together the graphics. Share them, right? If that's what you need to do to begin with, just so you have a trickle of content going out, do that. If it's relevant to your industry, then absolutely go for it. Do not be afraid to share other people's content. If they're putting it out there themselves, they want it to be shared. And then you can riff off that. You can actually figure out what is getting popular responses, as what is getting engagement, and then expand on it. So if you have an influencer in your industry that puts out content and you share it, and that gets a lot of engagement to your profile, then that's something your audience wants to talk about or wants to see. So why not then expand on that? Put your take on it so that you don't actually have to think up an original idea all the time, but you're actually expanding on something that your audience already wants. And that can be one of the easiest things to do. There's also the element of evergreen content, and don't be afraid to put out, if you've got a blog post that you wrote 6 months ago but it's still relevant, or it's even more relevant sometimes, or you just want to share it again, repurpose that. You can put that out as another blog post, or you can actually talk about it onto a video, or actually just use your own content, expand on it, update it. If it's just got a little bit, a couple of changes, as if there's been changes in regulations that you need to update it, do that and put that out again. And don't be afraid to cut it down, to put it on Twitter, or make some graphics to then put them out on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and grab people's attention. Put it out with some new colours, some new fonts, some not fonts, that's a bit of a stretch, I would guess. But actually put it out with relevant hashtags, and then see if it just refreshes people's minds. I know that I follow some people on Twitter, in fact, that they have the same content going out, but it's really relevant to me, because sometimes it's just I've watched it in the first place and then I've kind of forgotten about it, and I just need that refresher. And it's nice that they actually put that out. I appreciate it, and your audience will as well. They want to have you kind of tailor your content to their needs. So if you know what their lifestyle is all about, what their pain points are, you can find relevant content that will suit their needs, and they will forever be your followers. And if you're struggling for kind of idea generation, why not actually just put it out to your audience? Ask them what they want. If you have friends or colleagues, or actually just even, you could put this on your social media posts, like, tell us what you want. What would you like us to write about or make videos about? And you will get responses, because your audience are already engaged. They actually want to be your audience. They've followed you of their own free will. So Don't be afraid to ask them what they want and just keep them engaged. That's actually a good way of generating some engagement. So, we'll leave that one there and we'll see you on the next one. Bye! You've been listening to another episode of the Love Hate Social Media podcast. I'm Claire Marshall from the Marketing Geeks, and if you'd like to send us your question on social media, then please do so. You can send them via voice message to anchor.fm, or you can email us at questions@themarketinggeeks.co.uk, or send us them via social media. Our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook and LinkedIn handles are Marketing Geek HQ. You can find us there. We look forward to hearing from you. Bye!